How I balance art with commerce is just staying true to the art and being an artist. You know what I mean? I try not to worry about the other things. I try to let the label deal with that. I know it's a business, so of course, you know, you sometimes try to give them what they want or have that happy medium where you guys kind of meet in the middle and come to some type of agreement that works for the both of you. But sometimes, you know, certain situations aren't the right situations. You know, you got to have a business partner who's really 50-50 in business with you, who really fully believes in you and believes in your vision. Because when they really truly believe in you and your vision, then the commerce doesn't matter, because they're going to make it work for them and make it work for their budgets or whatever their overhead is, because they know how to market you and make you as successful as you should be. I'll never forget, you know, my first conversation with Ross, the knowledge that he shared with me, it always stuck with me. One of the first conversations I had with him, you know, he loved my uniqueness, he loved my originality. You know, he always said I was an icon, down to my S.T.A.L.L.E.Y logo. If you ever seen the S.T.A.L.L.E.Y logo, you know, he's like, man, you an icon. That logo should be everywhere. And he always used to say, don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. And always do you. Don't worry about what anybody is saying. That always stuck with me. You know, just being early in the game and being new to the industry and knowing that a lot of things will come that may affect you. He always was like, kind of peel your ears back and do you. You know, don't be affected by what's going on. Just stay focused, tunnel vision. It sounds like simple advice, but when you deep into it, it's hard, because you do hear things, and sometimes you might take the blinders off and look to the right or left and see some things or hear some things that make you kind of want to go off, derail a little bit, but you got to stay focused. One of my most memorable studio moments was just being at Ross's house. You know, when I first signed over at MMG, just going down to Miami, he got a studio in his house, and just building with him, vibing with him, seeing how he works. Like, Ross, the type of person to wake up at 6 in the morning, be in the studio, you know, might take a little nap or might not sleep at all and just be in the studio all day. You know, just kind of soaking up that energy and seeing how hard he worked and how successful he was. That's always a memorable moment for me. I remember walking outside and just writing, you know, some music for my mixtape Savage Journey, and kind of sitting in his driveway and seeing $300,000, $200,000, $400,000 cars, you know what I mean? And just writing and being inspired, like, man, like, this is where I'm trying to get to, you know? But knowing that I'm out here writing these raps and he's in the studio working like he ain't got none of this, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's probably my most memorable moment in the studio, just being inspired by the hard work. You know, I'm inspired by hard work, I'm inspired by drive, and I love to be around that type of energy.
The rappers, they just rap. They just say stuff, they just rhyme, they want to be cool. Rappers need role models. They look up to people. They're just people, just like cops. Cops aren't role models.
I'm not really someone that, you know, samples heavy, you know what I mean, and just lives off that. So, you know, because at the same time, that's a lot of money you have to pay at the end of the day.
When the bus flipped, everybody was asleep. I was asleep. I thought I was dreaming, because you bouncing around in there like you in the cage of a NASCAR.
Why is it so important to receive validation from these institutions that we know are prejudiced, racist, corrupt, popularity contests? In the first place, why do we even care?